Anonymous says, when you walk away from a man wanting to be his wife instead of a girlfriend, how do you know that when he comes back, his intentions are genuine this time? How do you know that he's not trying to lure you into being his girlfriend again? This is the question Anonymous has asked.
Okay, I'm doing it. You guys asked for a Dear Aunt Dolly line where you write to me with your relationship dilemmas and I give you feedback right here online via a video. Or in my case, Dear Sis Lulu.
I love him so much, and that's why I want to know, how do I know he's for real this time, if and when he does decide to come back? Now, mind you, he has not come back. Anonymous is asking this in preparation for, which means that you do not love yourself. You do not want what you say that you want. Anonymous says, first time I walked out of him after he confessed that he has fear of responsibility and marriage. He came back after a few weeks, and he came back with a plan for us to meet his parents, which is a big deal in our culture, okay? So, that made me believe that he had changed his mind, and we did. Now, months later, after asking him about marriage, about the engagement, about, our plans for summer as we had agreed, he completely goes into zero mode. He freezes, he shuts down, he avoids the topic, and finally he told me, we're happy now together. I don't want to lose you. I want to be with you. We'll see. After some time of insisting, he eventually admits that he's not ready this year for anything. And we'll just see next year. Now, mind you, this man, Anonymous broke up with this man. He left. She's forgiven him on the basis that he's coming back to fix things. Remember when he came back, he said, we're going to meet my parents, his parents, and, considering that it's a big, thing in their culture, that was symbolic that he's now intentional about, seeing each other. But now when he says that he hasn't planned anything, and the fact that he went into this old cycle of shutting down, freezing, not telling her what's going on, to the point where she now has to drag it out of him, not to mention that this is a grown adult who knows how to communicate. He is just choosing not to communicate with her on this very important topic that, is life-changing for her. And this is not someone that she's just met 1 month ago. This is someone she had been seeing for a while and had been speaking about, commitment, etc. He knew her needs from the onset. And when she ended the relationship because he wasn't giving her, aligning with her desires, he then comes back after a few weeks and begs her. Men don't always listen to words. Here, Anonymous is, telling him, I can't be with you because this is what I want, and breaking up with him. And then several weeks later, he's coming back, offering you the same package he offered you that you rejected, and then you wondering why things are still the same. I'm going to give you affirmations, Anonymous, at the end, all right? But you've got to see this, babe. Like, girl, how many times must this man show you that he doesn't want you? He has a pattern. You are smart enough to have identified that pattern. Yet somewhere, somehow, you're saying, okay, I see the pattern, I see who you are, but maybe I can change him. Ladies, you cannot change a grown adult man who does not want to be changed. Change needs to start with him. He needs to want to change. So you going back and forth into this relationship, and look at how sneaky this man is. Look at how sneaky, and let me show you the point. Continues and says, I couldn't trust his words because the same thing happened last year many times, and we never ever made it official. And it made me feel like meeting his parents wasn't a real serious step towards marriage because it's just an idea that came up and maybe he just wanted to lure me back in. She continues and says, I love him so much. I love him so much, but I want to protect myself. And hence I asked the question, dear Sis Lulu, to say, how can I know that his intentions are real if he comes back? Now, mind you, it sounds like he has not come back the third or fourth time. This man is so sneaky that when he understood that, okay, you would buy into him taking you to his parents, that's what he did. He took you to his parents. But because he doesn't value it, he didn't follow up with action. Now, had you not broken up with him the last time, he would have never taken you to his parents. Now, I'm not saying break up with him again so that, he can eventually marry you. He clearly does not want to marry you because remember, every single time, like the pattern I mentioned, he goes into zero mode, he locks up, he pretends. And by the way, that's what narcissists do. They pretend to be so bewildered when they are caught in the action. Like, oh my God, he's so helpful. Because if you really wanted a man who was going to make you a wife, you wouldn't continue pursuing a man who has made it clear to you, said it verbally several times, that he does not believe in marriage. You would rather be chasing yourself, healing, and then when you're ready, looking for a man who meets the standard, which is family and marriage, and maybe even children if that's what you want. And look at how manipulative he is, because what he does is he goes and he goes and he says, okay, you meeting my family is important to you. It's symbolic. Let me take you to meet my parents because I know that it means nothing to me. You meeting my parents means nothing to me because I don't believe in the sanctity of that for the purpose of marriage. In fact, I don't even believe in this marriage thing. Here, guys. I love him so much, and that's why I want to know, how do I know he's for real this time, if and when he does decide to come back. Now, mind you, he has not come back. Anonymous is asking this in preparation for, which means that you do not love yourself. You do not want what you say that you want. Because if you really wanted a man who was going to make you a wife, you wouldn't continue pursuing a man who has made it clear to you, said it verbally several times, that he does not believe in marriage. You would rather be chasing yourself, healing, and then when you're ready, looking for a man who meets the standard, which is family and marriage, and maybe even children if that's what you want.
Here are some affirmations for you. You deserve better. Focus on yourself and let that man go.